Skyler, but since I'm doing the desktop, I thought I'd share it anyway. So I'm sending you over a spreadsheet that looks like this. And basically what this is, it contains all the information to create new stories. So our design is basically like Instagram. If you look at Instagram stories, blah, blah, let's go through here. New content, the nav you have up here. Anyway, and sometimes you can have the swipe up to do whatever, right? So if you go to our navigation, or this is our design file. When someone comes to our landing page, for rehash trash, this would be like their video, smiling ladies picking up trash, whatever, and they can swipe through, and this should be showing a video kind of like, if I was going to mute this. So if you imagine this video, kind of happening, and then overlay text is happening like this, blah blah. You get like all this cool stuff of. I was trying to skip to the action, but we just got more dudes talking about keychains. There we go. So anyway, if you imagine this stuff going on in the background, and then you can just overlay the text that we have in the column C there. When people click and tap, they're going to see meta, like information. So let's say they were looking at the story and they're more interested in it, and they want to see it. Then they are going to see this information, which is more metadata. So like if they're on slide 1 looking at it, and it says rehash trash and prime women and turning Cambodia's trash into treasure, and they put their finger on the screen, then they're going to see this stuff. Rehash trash is a female empowerment skills training and environmental cleanup initiative all in one. Through upsigning, whatever. It's the more detailed version. That's text that gets programmed in. You don't have to worry about that as a video editor. All you have to worry about is making this story compelling enough to make someone want to swipe up to do that donate thing. And basically, what we want to be doing is telling people that Teggy Egg subscribed again. I just noticed that. That's so crazy. 5 days ago. I haven't been on Twitch in forever. Hey man, what's up? Sorry, no, this is supposed to be a short 10-minute one. Yeah. I've been out traveling. I've been doing a lot of stuff. I've been head down trying to get this beta, but we're turning the corner. This is the last bit, so let me finish explaining this to Skyler. So basically, the point of this story is just to be compelling enough to make someone want to donate. And this comes into more like sales and headlining and text and stuff like that. I am definitely more of a fan of the less is more approach in marketing. So you have to understand where this idea came from, I guess. It's from the Louvre. I wonder if... I don't remember the name of the thing that I saw. 1 second. I've been doing a lot of YouTube, Paraki, by the way. Do you subscribe to me on YouTube? I'm doing a lot of it. Okay. This right here. Winged Victory. I wonder if there's more like this. This is a statue in the Louvre. The Louvre is in Paris. It's going really well. Let me finish this up, and then I'm gonna cut this off. I'll come back on in a second, but let me finish this under 10 minutes, so it's not too long. Because it's actually for YouTube. I just put it on Twitch accidentally. So basically, I went to the Louvre, and I've actually been twice, or a couple times actually, and you can pull a lot of really interesting insights away. This is probably one of my favorite statues at the Louvre. It's hard to see in this presentation of it, but you have these stairs that are coming down like this, and it's kind of like this. If you come from above, there's also stairs leading down to it. So it's just epic. It's just not epic. I hate that word. It's just magnificent. As you walk into this thing, it's magnificent, and you kind of want to know more about it. And it's interesting because I think that just when you are looking at something and it's compelling enough to make you want to reach out and touch it. You see that a lot as you go throughout the Louvre, or other art places. Like bronze statues where the bronze has been worn off or whatever. There's something about art that makes us want to reach out and touch it if we're curious enough about it. There's something about anything, any object. We want to reach out and touch it. If someone's in pain, we want to reach out and touch them. If we see a piece of art, we want to touch it. Kids touch leaves, blah blah. Whenever we want to know something more about it, we reach out to touch it, which is what that is. And so that's where that interaction for the UX design comes in right here. Is hopefully you've got content, a statue, a piece of art that's compelling enough to make someone want to intuitively reach out and touch it. And perhaps you don't need like a big placard back here giving this, well, here's a history or whatever. Like, you can appreciate the art for the art. And if someone wants more information, they can read a placard worth of information here. And what's even more nice is that since your finger's already on the screen, you're already kind of halfway up the engaging action of the donate up, or the swipe up. All that to be said, like, these stories, I hope, are more creative in nature, and less is more. It's more like a piece of art that doesn't just scream everything in your face, like all the facts and all the information. It's more being creative enough to convince someone to want to swipe up and learn more about women recycling trash with just video assets, as artsy as you can, with as few words as you can. Which is another thing that I pulled away from, kind of traveling around, is language barriers are real, and so the less text you can use to convey your feeling, the better. All that to be said, your job, Skyler, is to take the video assets that I'm going to provide you. I'll send it to you in Discord, and make some sort of art, some sort of Instagram story that makes someone feel compelled to swipe up. And who does a really good job with this is Passion Passport. I'll show you. Hopefully they've got a good thing going on here. In need of some midweek travel inspiration? Yes, always. Oh my god. Is that it? And good background images. Swipe up to discover the ideal destinations for every month of the year. Some of them might surprise you. Okay, that was a little more salesy, but still very artistic, right? They do some cool stuff. Look them up, Passion Passport. They've got some the way they do storytelling is kind of elegant and cool. Very compelling. Once they swipe up, they're gonna go into like our little. This is just for Rehash Trash. This is not gonna be a full e-commerce thing. You're just gonna donate to give money. So really all you gotta do is splice it up. This is in portrait mode, so portrait videos, as low file size as possible, because this is gonna be hosted on the web, and 15 seconds max, kind of like Instagram. There's a bunch of codecs. I'll shoot it to you over here. Another thing that I like to do is copy best practices from people that are paid a lot of money to do so. So like Google does a really good job specifying what best practice is and how fast a video should be. And so I'll send you over those specs as well. And I think that should be it. Ricky, I will be back. Let me just stop this.
Here are some results from the web.
Google's listening to me. All right, I'll see you.